All right, body image. So everybody has insecurities. We all have them. There's no doubt about it. And when you get into the lifestyle, you get into the swinger world, it's like shining a big bright light on all of those insecurities. I didn't put any makeup on.
Oh.
Body image. Little powder never hurt anyone.
Sorry.
Hey, you.
Hey, lady.
Turn around.
Before we get started, make sure if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell. Make it go. I don't think it makes a sound. I think I put the sound in.
You can make a sound when you click the bell.
When you click it, go ding. This way I won't have to put in a sound. It saves me time.
So if you're just getting into the lifestyle, or even if you've been in it for a long time, body image is something that you already deal with.
Or
Right?
you're going to have to deal with it at some point because body image and a lifestyle sort of go hand in hand. We're here to tell you what to do with your life. It's all going to be okay. Just have perspective.
Sometimes when people start the lifestyle or they're dipping their toes into the lifestyle world, they're always concerned about body image.
Everything reverts back to high school, so be prepared to feel those same feelings again. The only difference now is you're way older. That sucks. It's not going to be much more fun, promise.
No, it's fun. I promise. So we just want to sort of take it being super crazy and just bring it back to reality.
Put perspective in line with reality when it comes to this world. So let's get this out of the way. If you go to a Costco, a Walmart, wherever it is you might shop, look around at all the adults. That is a good representation of the bodies that exist in the lifestyle.
So typically when we think about body image, we're thinking height and weight and proportions, but the truth is there are a lot more things that people are insecure about when it comes to the perception of their own body.
Especially in this world. There's hair, skin complexion, vagina, the way your boobs are shaped, the way they fall on your chest, your penis size, your anus even. These are things that people never really think about. That weird tattoo of the Lucky Charms you have on your hip that you thought you didn't have to explain to anybody else for the rest of your life because you got married. Now you have to explain it to people because you're gonna be naked with strangers.
Usually people think about body image being associated with women, but it's not true.
A lot of men have insecurities and body issues themselves. You know that penis insecurity you had your entire life, but then you got married and you had kids, you don't really think about your penis anymore? It's back! Or when your wife tells you, I think that hair on your back is super charming. It may not feel that charming anymore when you're trying to pick up Jeff and carry it across the room. And you're like, I didn't wax my back. I haven't waxed my back in like 10 years. In fact, the last time I was dating, I didn't even have hair on my back.
That's a good point.
You make good points.
We get insecure all the time, even after doing this for almost 17 years. So if we could give you one piece of advice or steer you in one way, it would be to stop approaching people with that do they or do they not want to have sex with me mentality. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, for something that's supposed to be social and fun, that is way too much pressure to put on yourself. When you go out there and you get that euphoria, that adrenaline rush, or a couple is attracted to you, the more stock or the more value you put into that feeling, you're gonna have the equal amount of fall when someone rejects you. Not putting much worth into does he or she wanna have sex with me will save you on the other side as well. Just focus on having fun with your partner.
No one cares more about what you look like than you do. We set our standards way too high for ourselves. I promise you, no one else is judging you like you're judging yourself.
Now, we'd be fools to try to convince you that prettier people don't have it easier in this world. Why? Because life isn't fair, and that's just the truth. Prettier people have it easier. Focus on your perception of yourself. It's not only the most important thing, it's the only thing you have control over. You can't control other people's perception of you, but you can control the perception of yourself. So one of the first things you're gonna encounter in this lifestyle that's gonna bring you down a notch or make you feel like shit are profile photos. Fuck me. These things suck. Why? Because nobody takes the worst photo and puts it up on the internet for everybody to see. If you put up the worst photo of yourself or a photo that sort of looks like a bad version of you, then you are a better person than I.
Way better.
I wouldn't do that because I'm shallow and I just want to have sex with you. They take the best photo or the photo that they perceive as the best photo, and that's the one they want you to see.
When I'm checking for photos, I'm always checking for my wonky eye or all my wrinkles.
I'm looking at my bald head or my screwed up nose. There's a whole bunch of things that I'm looking at. I'm like, no one will ever see that photo. Burn it, kill it. It will never see the light of day. We are all little marketing geniuses. We sell ourselves just like any brand or any commercial or any TV show. We invite people to come and get naked at the resort all the time. Why? Because being around a bunch of average, regular naked people changes perception almost instantaneously.
All different body types, different shapes, sizes, everything. And you really start to hone in on that body image perception of yourself being just like everybody else.
Sometimes I look across the pool and I go, oh, that guy's ass looks like it's falling down to his ankles too, just like me. Life isn't that bad.
Same.
You look around the resort and you see all these flaws that you have and you share with everyone else. It immediately puts you at ease, like, oh, I don't really understand why I had the perception I had before I was here that everyone was gonna look like they jumped out of a magazine. We're around a lot of swingers. We're around a lot of lifestyle people, a lot of people who just love to be naked around other people. There is no perfect body out there. There is no perfect shape. And most of us just look like average, everyday people.
Don't focus on unattainable goals.
I want to be 6'2" with a 10-inch penis, but there's no gluten-free diet or exercise that are gonna get me those things. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying.
Why don't you just focus on positivity?
Focusing on your karma and being good to yourself and being good to others. That brings up a really good point. What about the assholes in the world? There are a significant amount of shallow assholes out there. There's always them. They're gonna say the wrong thing. They're gonna do the wrong thing. The fact is humans are humans. We just like what we like. People have types. And what you may hate about yourself may be something that somebody really likes.
I've actually told that to someone before, that they hated their scar on their mouth thing, and I was like, I found it so sexy.
We are humans, and we are so full of shit and so insecure most of the time. Remember that. You're no different than anybody else. Everybody has their insecurities. Trying to change someone's opinions or how they feel is a waste of time. There's one thing that we know for sure. Confidence is sexy, and confidence is key.
We've seen it over and over again, like people aren't necessarily our type, but once you talk to them and they're so confident and so down to earth that they literally morph in front of your eyes and you're like, wow, this person's super sexy.
I'm really attracted to these people
Yeah.
right now. And also the opposite. You're talking to a couple that you are attracted to. They may not be the most confident people or they're super insecure. Their attractiveness starts to fade away and they start to become people that we really don't want to be around. And that happens all the time. Nobody expects you to overcome all of your insecurities, except maybe Zac Efron.
We go to the gym and watch what we eat, ultimately because we're insecure.
Neither one of us is an athlete. We're not looking to win a trophy. We're not trying to go pro swinger, or that's even a sport. If it was, we'd crush it. Fact is we go to the gym because we want to look better. We wish we could say that we go to the gym because we like being healthy, but that's not even really the truth. You may say, hey, Richard, that sounds really shallow, but you know what? It's also really honest. We do enjoy going to the gym as sort of a personal goal for ourselves, but there is a big part of it that we do solely out of insecurity.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better, but for yourself.
If it starts to get to that point where you're doing it, it gets unhealthy or it's mentally tasking, that's not the way to do it. Just do it to push yourself, to be your better self.
Nobody wants you to get obsessed with losing 40 pounds or 400 pounds, but if it does motivate you and it makes you feel better, use it.
Yeah.
If that's not you and that doesn't motivate you, that's okay. Be you, do you. Find other ways to be confident and be who you are. Be the best person that you can be. Go with our theory. Fuck them. They don't like it. Fuck them.
Focus on changing your perspective.
Not only about others, but yourself. It's going to make you happier in the end. Whether you go to the gym or you don't go to the gym, it doesn't matter. The most important thing is a healthy mind. Keep a healthy mind.
And to enjoy more about us and our life at Desire, make sure to listen to the Room 77 podcast, where we talk about all of our sexy adventures. It's raw and candid and not meant for kids.